What do you do if you don't know how to answer a part two topic? If you don't have any experience with whatever that topic is, if it's something that happened in the past or an object or a place or a person, you just don't know what to say. Well, I have three suggestions on how you can answer a question or a topic in part two that you don't have personal experience with. First of all, make up a story. Okay? There's nothing wrong with making up a story, of course. Yeah, IELTS is an English proficiency exam. It's not a truth-telling contest. So just make up a story that fits the topic and those four questions. But the second suggestion or second idea is borrow a story. Maybe this happened to your friend or your cousin, or you read about it somewhere. You heard this kind of story. So just tell the story as if it had happened to you. Did you hear that beautiful grammar? Tell the story as if it had happened to you. um, a third suggestion is do a bit of research. Now, I actually don't recommend this first. Make up a story or borrow a story would be better. But if you're not having any good luck with making up a story or borrowing a story that happened to someone else, then do a little research and get some ideas from other people and kind of adapt, change, that story to make it your own. Now, there's two things I don't recommend. I don't recommend that you ask ChatGPT to write a story. I know a lot of you do that. You use AI to write stories. One big problem with doing that is if you don't give it the right prompts, it'll give you band 9 vocabulary, and that's really too hard. Oh, ChatGPT gives me such difficult things. Yeah, that's because you tell it to give you a band 9 answer. You don't want a band 9 answer. You want a band 7 answer if that's your goal, or band 6, whatever your goal is. So there are ways to use ChatGPT. Um, Look at my friend Leisha. I think, what's her name? Leisha. English with Leisha. We made a video about it recently about how to use ChatGPT. Another thing I don't recommend is what a few teachers teach is you only need 4 stories. You only need to memorize 4 stories for part 2, and you can use those 4 stories for everything. Now, first of all, that's not true. 4 stories, even if it's about a thing you did, a person, a place, or an object, that's not going to cover 50 or 100 possible topics. So that's not right. Even if some teachers teach that, that's not right. I don't recommend memorizing memorizing stories. So yeah, don't do that. Look at each question individually and look at as many questions, topics, part 2 topics as you can to practice. So, what do you do? To sum up, what do you do if you don't know what to say? Make up a story, borrow a story, or do a bit of research and make the story your own.